Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going way beyond the headlines of ON Holdings' latest earnings report. We're diving deep into the Q&A session because, let's be honest, that's where you find out what's really going on. It's where you see strategy and leadership tested in real time. All right, so we've boiled the entire Q&A down to 5 key themes that just kept coming up over and over again. We're going to talk about their massive ambition in apparel, their playbook for premium growth, their global expansion plans, why they're so confident about the future, and this really fascinating strategy for winning over younger customers. Okay, first up, let's talk apparel. This was a huge focus of the Q&A, and for very, very good reason. The momentum here is just incredible. So you had all these analysts basically asking, okay, what's the deal here? How are you guys turning what could just be a side hustle into a major growth engine for the whole company? And wow, the numbers really speak for themselves. For the first time ever, ON sold over 1 million pieces of apparel in a single quarter. That is a huge milestone, and it pushed the category to a record 8% of their total business. They're on a clear path to hitting double digits, no problem. Now, this quote right here, this is everything. It tells you exactly how they think about this. They're not just slapping their logo on some t-shirts. They are building, in their words, a company within the company. That means it's a whole separate business, one that's super focused on selling directly to you, the consumer, which gives them way more control and, you guessed it, much better profit margins. And what's really cool is this success is happening like all over the place. It's in their high-performance running gear, of course, but also in training apparel, where they said they're a big hit with female customers. And then there's tennis lifestyle, which just got this massive cultural shot in the arm from a collab with the artist Burna Boy. You know, this whole apparel strategy is actually the perfect window into their bigger company philosophy, something analysts just kept poking at, ON's absolute commitment to disciplined premium growth. The big question on everyone's mind was pretty simple. How on earth do you grow this fast without falling into all the usual traps, the discounting, flooding the market? How do you avoid wrecking the brand? Well, their playbook is basically the exact opposite of what you see from so many others. The execs just kept hammering this word, discipline. Discipline with inventory, discipline with who they partner with, and especially discipline on pricing. I mean, get this, they're heading into the holiday season with a zero discount strategy. That is a seriously bold move. So what you get is this amazing cycle, right? This discipline, this refusal to chase cheap sales. It allows them to take their money and pour it back into building the brand for the long haul, investing in tech, in their teams, and marketing, all while still improving their profitability year after year. It's powerful stuff. Okay, so they've got this killer playbook, and you better believe they are taking it global. Let's dig into how they talked about their international expansion strategy during the Q&A. The Asia-Pacific region is just on fire. The execs described China as being just at the beginning of the journey, but with demand that is absolutely explosive. Just look at the recent Singles' Day event, that huge online shopping holiday. Traffic to their store on Tmall shot up over 250%. And this is the crucial part. It's all happening at full price, no discounts needed. But hey, don't think for a second this is just an Asia story. Not at all. Growth is booming everywhere. They're being really careful about opening new stores, but the stores they already have are seeing massive growth. Here in the US, they actually raised prices, and the market just absorbed it, which proves how strong their brand is. And get this, there's still this huge opportunity in wholesale. They're not even in 60% of their key partner stores yet. The runway is just massive. So you see all this global success, you see this disciplined playbook working everywhere. It's no wonder the leadership team sounds so incredibly confident about the future. And that's something the analysts really wanted to probe. And boom, here it is, the headline number. ONON didn't just meet expectations, they significantly raised their long-term guidance. They now expect to grow at least 30% a year, every year, through 2026. That's up from their old target of 26%. That is a massive signal of confidence that their current momentum is absolutely built to last. Their whole belief system here is pretty radical. They don't think they're just stealing customers from other brands. They're making the argument that they are actually expanding the whole market, that they're bringing new people into sportswear who are drawn to their unique blend of high-tech performance and clean design. And look, this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky dream. They have a plan. They talked about this firework of innovation coming down the product pipeline with new tech like their light ray material. You've got apparel becoming this powerful second engine for growth, and you've got that clear path for more stores and partners, even in their most mature markets. Okay, and for our last big theme, and this one is so important for the long-term story, let's talk about how On is winning over the younger crowd. The leadership team was really candid about this. They know the brand started by focusing on an older generation of runners, all about preventing injuries. But now, it is a completely different world. As one of them said, you can walk onto a high school campus in the US and see the cool kids wearing Ons. That's a profound shift. And yeah, this didn't just happen by accident. It's a really smart, targeted strategy. They're partnering with star athletes who define their generation. They're doing these cultural collabs that go way beyond just sports. And they even launch a kids line that's doing, in their words, phenomenally well, building that brand loyalty from the earliest age possible. So when you put all the pieces together from this Q&A, the picture becomes crystal clear. You have a brand with this incredibly disciplined strategy that isn't just trying to grow, but to actually redefine its entire market. It really leaves you with one massive question. With this unique mix of performance, design, and now undeniable cultural cool, is On its way to becoming the defining sportswear brand for the next generation?